Hello everybody, I'm Thomas. Welcome back to another video. This time I'm back with another solo card game that you could play with just a standard 52 deck of cards, and today I'll be playing a game called Area 52 from the Isoludo collection. Isoludo is a collection of solo card games that you could play with just a standard deck of cards developed by Will Su. I've played numerous games on my channel from this collection. Loot the Loop is a favorite of mine. The Emissary I really like. Dead Center, Sandwich Guy, Skyway. Probably forgetting one or two more, but there's a lot of them in there. And today we're playing Area 52. I'll quickly show you because at the top they have a little rating of the game. So complexity, it's a 2 out of 3. Weight is a 1 out of 3. Footprint, 2 out of 3. Strategy, 2 out of 3. Tactics, 2 out of 3. And luck, 3 out of 3. Because you do need some luck in this game. So let me read you the overview. As the commander of the Frontline Alien Resistance Team, also known as F.A.R.T, you must manage a squad of elite soldiers to fight off a wave of invading aliens. After the first wave, the aliens will attack again with deadlier force. You win if you're able to repel both waves without running out of resources. Having a good variety of and spread of defenders is crucial to effectively countering the alien invaders. So, obviously, all you need is a deck of cards. You take out the jokers. Then you split the cards, one half of the deck red, one half of them black. You shuffle the black cards. These are called your defender cards. This is your defender deck. You deal out 6 of them. The position doesn't really matter, but this is kind of the layout they do and seems to work good. All the red cards are shuffled into a different deck called the Invader deck, I believe. That's what they call it. That's what I'll be calling it. That has all the aliens that will be attacking. And like I kind of mentioned in the overview, you win if you can survive 2 whole waves of alien invaders without losing all of your defenders. So how the game plays turn to turn is you draw the top 3 cards of the alien deck and you just resolve them one at a time, but you can always you have the top 3 to look at. So while you're resolving the ace, you also can know, okay, I got the queen and 2 coming after that. Then after you deal with these, you'll draw the next 3 and resolve them. So how do you defeat these aliens? Well, you have one of 3 actions you can do. You can do a dual attack, a single attack, or a sacrifice. A dual attack is you have to have 2 cards out here that add up to exactly the amount on the cards of the alien that's attacking. The card in front is always called the current attacker. So you're always just focusing on one card at a time. Ace is 1 in this game, and then face cards just go up. So Jack is 11, Queen is 12, and King is 13. In this case with the Ace, I don't have any. You can't add up 2 cards to 1. That just math doesn't work. There's no 0 card in the deck, right? So a double attack wouldn't work on an Ace. Ideally, double attacks are the best action most of the time. So you want to try to do those if you can. But then if not, you have the option of doing a single attack. And a single attack is you take one of your defenders out here. The value has to be greater than the card of the current attacker. So pretty much any card besides an ace will work for taking out the ace. It can't be equal to, it has to be greater than. And the other thing you have to keep in mind for a single attack is the colors have to be opposite. This won't really matter the first wave, as all of your defenders start out as black cards, all of the enemies start out as red cards, but in the second wave of the game, you'll have a mixture of both attacking you, so that'll come into play more the second wave. So for example, to take out this ace, I could discard this too. So when you do a single attack, your defender gets weakened, so you represent that by removing the original card and replacing it with the card that you defended against. So my 2 is now an ace, and that's how you do a single attack. Now, sometimes you might not be able to do anything, or you might want to choose not to do an attack. And if you don't want to, you could do what's called sacrifice, where you take one of your defenders out here and you sacrifice them to kind of temporarily distract the alien that's coming at you. So if I wanted to sacrifice that ace to get rid of this queen, you don't get to discard the queen. The queen you just put on the bottom of the deck. You will have to deal with them again later. Then if you have less than 6 cards out here, you draw back up to 6. You deal with the other card. I'll just do a single attack. Boom, boom. That's that. Then you draw 3 more. And you kind of just keep doing that over and over. So, you know, 5 and a 4. Okay, I could do a double attack. And what's nice about a double attack is you don't have to discard any cards. So 5 and a 4 adds up to 9. I can just discard the 9 and none of my guys get attacked, which is pretty sweet. A 7, okay, I don't have much here. Okay, I could do a 5 and a 2, that works. So that gets discarded. The colors don't have to match for the double attack, which is nice. It could be any colors. And that's pretty much it. You go through this deck until they're all empty. And then once they are, you take all your discarded cards. That will include the alien cards you defeated and any defenders that got injured or sacrificed themselves. You'll shuffle these, and then that's what you will use in the second wave. And that's why there's some decisions to be made about what color defenders you have out here, because to do a single attack, if this card's an ace, well, since I have a 2 here, normally you would be able to do that, but it has to be the opposite color. So I would not be able to use this 2 to take out this ace. You have to use, I can use any of my other defenders, essentially. That's pretty much the gist of it. The only other thing to keep in mind is during the second wave, the aliens are more tough. And if you do a double attack, I only get a card out just to show you real fast. I'm getting all low cards. So we got this queen here, and that takes, she's 12 value. So I could take her out with the double 6s. In this, only the second wave of the game, when you do a double attack, you also have to discard any cards matching the cards that you took out, the current attacker, that color. So if one of these 6s were red, I would also have to discard that red 6, draw a new card, and then continue onward. So that's the only difference between the first and the second wave, kind of mechanics wise, is that your double attacks, they do the same amount of damage, but the aliens are stronger and they'll take out anything that matches the color of the alien you're attacking. That's pretty much it. And like I said, first round, you go through this deck. Once you're done with the first wave, you take your discard pile, shuffle that up, and that's what you go through for the second wave. If you go through that entirely without losing all your defenders out here, you win. If you run out of defenders in your deck, you can still keep playing with the ones on your field, but if you lose all of them, game over, you lose. So let me reset this and we'll play some of this Area 52. All right, let's see how this goes, starting with the first wave. Get a jack, queen, and an ace. Lots of high cards. Okay, jack counts as 11. I don't have anything that adds up to 11, so I'm gonna have to just do a single attack where I use my king and swap that out with my jack. Not the greatest move, but it's okay. Next we have a queen. They count as 12. If I had like an ace, I could do a jack and an ace. I don't have anything that adds to 12, so I'm also gonna have to do something else. I don't have a card to do a single attack. I would basically need another king to do a single attack. Not an option, so I'm gonna have to sacrifice someone. Jacks are good because they're high cards. I have 2 of them. I'll probably keep them. I'll just get rid of the 5, I guess, to distract this queen. So once again, with a sacrifice, you discard the card, draw a new one, but the card you distracted goes into the back of the deck. It's not removed. You'll still have to deal with it later. Now we have an ace. Ace you can't take out with a double attack. You can only do a single attack. So I will use this 4 and they get weakened a little bit. First hand done. We draw 3 more. Got 8, 5, and 10. Not great cards if I'm being honest. So 8 I can take out with a single attack. The 5 I could also take out with a single attack. I just don't like all that. I like to do double attacks because then that's just better, but I don't have many options right now. And then the 10 I can take out with one of my jacks with another single attack. New hand of 3. We got a 4, 8, and a 3. Once again, we're starting to run low on options. So I'm going to probably discard the 10 here to distract that 4 and get a new recruit out here. Now I have to deal with this 8. Once again, I'm not having a lot of good numbers out here that add up to stuff that's actually useful. So I'm have to just keep doing a bunch of single attacks, unfortunately. So I can use this jack on this 8, and then I can use this 5 for the 3. That's great, but now I have all red cards out here, which is not ideal. So if I need to do more single attacks, I'm not going to be in a good spot. I'm like right off the bat, we have a 5. Nothing out here adds up to 5, so I'm going to have to distract them and get them to the back. A 9. Okay, I can use the 8 and the ace. That's 9, so that's good. A 7. I don't have anything for it. That adds up to 8. That's 6. That's 8. Unfortunate, so I'm gonna have to sacrifice something else. Probably the 3, I think, makes the most sense to do another distraction. So not a good first round, if I'm being honest. Not a lot of double attacks. I've had to do a lot of distracts, and now we got some kings we're gonna have to deal with. So a 2, I can use a double attack with both aces. We got the king. The king is 13. Which that adds up to 12. That's 15. That's 12. So there's nothing I can do. Wait, that's 13. Isn't that what I need? Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes I forget that. Yeah. It's jack is 11, queen is 12, king is 13. So that adds up to 13. So I'll go ahead and take out both kings with some double attacks with the 5 and the 8. We get a queen, 9, and a 6. I have the jack and the ace. That adds up to 12. So that takes out the queen. The 9. We have an 8 and an ace to take out the 9. And we have the 5 and the ace that can take out the 6. So now we're starting to hit some good streaks of stuff getting to be in our position for doing double attacks. Next we have a 7. I don't think I have much in the way of doing anything with that. So I want to get rid of something to do a distract, because I can't even do a single attack if I want to. So I'm going to have to do a distract, a sacrifice. So I like having both aces out. That's kind of handy. So I'm going to get rid of the 5. We'll draw something else. A 4. I guess I can use that as a single attack. Don't love it, but I'll do it. And then what's nice is now I have a 3 and a 7. That adds up to 10. We can take them out with a double attack. And we're on to the next hand. 4 we could take out with a 3 and an ace. A 6 we don't have much we can do with. So we just do a single attack with 7 up there. We have the jack, which we can use the 8 and the 3. That's 11, and that takes them out. Next 3 cards, we're starting to get down towards the bottom. An ace, unfortunately, we can't take out because we don't have anything to do. So I'm gonna have to sacrifice that 3 to get a new defender out. We got a 6, a 2, we have double aces, a jack, or a queen, we have the jack and the ace. So that works out good there. We also have double 6. We have a couple ways to deal with that queen. And right now, at least in the first wave, it doesn't matter because their attacks aren't as strong. So we're doing okay. Well, I don't know if we're doing okay, but we'll see. So we have, okay, so I'm gonna do a single attack to take out the 6 and replace it with the 4. And now that we have a 4 out, 4 and a 1, we can use that for the 5, 6 and an ace, can use that for the 7, and we're down to the last 2 cards of the first wave. It's that ace again. I knew that was gonna come back, and to be honest, I wasn't ready for it. So I guess I'll sacrifice the 4, put the ace in the back, draw a new card. It's a king. That's kind of good to see. The 7 I can take out with the 6 and the ace, and then I don't want to sacrifice the king, so I'll actually sacrifice them, because sacrifices you can do. Like, even though I could technically do a single attack to take out this ace with a king, that's kind of a waste of a king, so I don't want to do that. So I'll rather, that's so much better, because I get a 3, and then I can use them for single attack and drawing the ace to replace it. So now I take my discard pile, which once again is just one discard pile with all the aliens and defenders in it. I shuffle that up. This becomes the new alien deck for wave 2. And just as a quick reminder, the only rule difference with wave 2 is that I now have to keep in mind when doing double attacks, if the current attacker card matches the color of any of the 2 cards used in the double attack, I also have to discard them. And yeah, now since this is a mixed pile, we're going to start getting both red and black cards. So doing a single attack is also going to take a little bit more maneuvering to pull off. So we start out with a 10, and I'm actually going to do something, I don't know if this is dumb, but I'm going to go ahead because I don't like having both of these aces out here. So I'm going to sacrifice this ace, put the 10 at the back. I could do a single attack with the king. I don't think that's the best option. I just want to get rid of the aces, and of course I draw another ace. What are the odds? I actually think I'm going to sacrifice the ace to just get rid of the 6, because right now I don't want 3 aces out. Okay, I'll take it. 2's not much better, but I'll take it. I could do a single attack with the 8 to grab the 5. 3 new cards. Ooh, we got a king. Okay, wait, Jack is 11, that's 2, that's 13. So we could take out the king with a double attack, but this is round wave 2, and this 2 matched the color of the king. I also have to take out the 2. So it's a 6 now. And see, this is like where you could be a little strategic. And that's why I like also having 2 aces out. So to take out the 6, I have this 5. I could use this 5 and the ace, or this 5 and ace. But if I use this ace, only the 5 will get removed. If I were to use this ace and this 5, both would get removed. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a double attack, take them out, and then the 5 gets removed regardless, but at least my ace is fine. That gets replaced. And then we have a 10 to deal with. I can't use the jack on a single attack. I have an 8. I don't have a 2 anymore. So I guess I could just use the king. I don't love that, but I think that's just what I have to do at this point. 3 new cards. We have 4, 8, and queen. Fortunately, I can't do a single attack with the 6 of clubs up there. I don't have anything that adds up to this, so I might have to just sacrifice. I guess I will just sacrifice the 6 maybe. Yeah, I don't love it, but I'll do it. And that's a good draw because that's a 9, and I can use that 9 for a single attack here to take out the 8. We have the queen to deal with. It's kind of an unfortunate situation where I'm gonna have to. I could do a double attack with the jack and something, but then I'm gonna lose my jack. But I think it's worth it. So I'll do the jack and the ace of spades, so I don't lose the ace at least. But I still do lose the jack in the process. I have to replace it with a defender. My defending pile is dwindling. I'll kind of spread out the cards. I have 2, 4, 6 left. I still have a pretty decent sized invasion deck going on here, so I don't know how this is gonna end, but we'll see. A 4, I can't do too much with. Yeah, I can't do actually anything with, really. So I can at least do a single attack with this 8 to play the 4. The 8 here, I can't actually do a single attack with the 10, and that's decent. And then I can also use that 8 to play the 7 for another single attack. Not the worst play in the world. We got 5 and 2 9s. So I guess if I use the 4 and the ace to take out the 5, I'm gonna lose both those cards, which isn't great. I'd still have 1 ace, so maybe that's fine. I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna lose both my 4 and my ace, replace that with 2 defenders. There's 4 defenders left. Okay. Next, I can either do this ace and this 8, or the 7 and 2 to take out the 9, or I could do a single attack with the 10. So there's options. I just don't know which one's the best. I like having an ace out, so I'll probably, but either way, I'm not gonna lose that. I'm either gonna lose the 8 or the 7. So I guess I'll go with, well, maybe I'll do a single attack because I have 2 9s to deal with. So I'll do a single attack with the 10 to get the 9, and then I'll do a double attack on this 9. Take out the 7 in the process. New defender out. We're down to 3 defenders in the deck, but we're making our way through this invasion deck. A 5 of clubs, I can't do much with. I have to just do a single attack with the 8. That's fine. Luckily, this 3, I have an ace and a 2. I can do a double attack, and since no colors match, my defenders are fine. Same with the 6. I got a 5 and a 1, double attack, and no one gets hurt. Got a 2 of hearts. Probably got to use a single attack. Let me see if that's exactly what I want to do. See, the issue is, though, I could do a single attack with my 5, but if I also save the 5, I could take out the next 7. Or I could do a single... I might... Because I need all of these cards. I guess the ace is the only one I don't need, but... Maybe this is a bad idea, but I'm going to distract this 2 with my ace. That feels like a bad idea, but I'm doing it anyway. Because then I can do a single attack to take out this 7 there, and I can do a double attack with my 5 and 2, and then I don't lose anything. It didn't feel like the best move, but I don't know. We're going with it. I got a jack of spades to deal with. I can do... nothing. I can't do anything. I'm gonna have to just sacrifice somebody, probably the 2. Yeah, I think the 2 is going to have to distract because I can't do a single attack with the queens because they're not the opposite color. So we got a 10. We have 1 card left in our defender deck, so not great. I could do a single attack on the 3 with the 2. The king is 13 total. So actually, maybe I'm going to retro that back just a second, because instead I'm going to use a single attack with the 5 and the 2, keeping the 3 because then I can use the 3 and the 10, that's 13, take out the king with a double attack, and then I don't lose anything in the process. Okay, we got a 3. Not much I can do with that. I can't do a single attack, can't do a double attack. I'm gonna have to sacrifice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love my options. I guess I'll sacrifice like I guess probably the lower card's better, so I'll sacrifice the 3 to put that in the back. We got a 9 of spades. The only thing I can do is a double attack, but I'm going to lose one of my 7s. My pile is empty. I'm down to just 5 defenders, so my options are going to start becoming a little bit limited. Yeah, I guess I can... The jack I can't do anything with, right? Nothing adds up to 11. If these queens were red, I would be in a better spot, but they're not, so I have to just sacrifice. I guess I'll sacrifice this 7, or I'll sacrifice the 10. And let's draw 3 more. A king. I don't think there's anything I can do with the king. Then, because nothing adds up to 13. Nothing's higher than a king because you can't really single attack a king. You can only double attack. So I have to just probably sacrifice again. So I look up my next cards. I have a queen. That's 12. Nothing adds up to 12. I think I'm done for, because I can distract the king with, I don't know, the 2, and then I could do a single attack for the 7. I got this queen to deal with, which I'll have to just sacrifice a queen to distract the queen. Now I'm down to 2 cards left out here. Let me draw 3 more. We got 5, 4, and 4. Not much. I mean, I could do a single attack to take out the 5, and then that's well, I mean, I can still play a little bit more. I can distract the 4 using my 3, and then I can single attack this 5 to a 4. So I just have a single card left on the field, which yeah, now I'm done for. There's nothing I could do. And they can sacrifice themselves to distract the jack, but then there's still a fair amount of cards left in this deck that I did not get through, so that is a loss. So to tally up the score, if you lose, which like I did, your score is the negative of the number of cards left in the alien deck, including all face-up attackers. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So my score is negative 11, which isn't great, you know. It's not a win, but I guess it could have been worse. At least we made it through the first wave and didn't die then, so I guess that's good. So that was Area 52. As you can see, it's a pretty cool game. It is fairly luck dependent. I've played it a good amount of times. My win total is not the best. I don't have the best track record for this game. So, I mean, I'm slowly starting to pick up more strategies along the way, the more I play. But, I mean, it did say on the front of it, the luck factor is a 3 out of 3. So, while there is some tactics and strategy and whatnot, luck plays a fair portion of this game, but that's totally fine. I think this is a really interesting game. I like it. I don't have too much really to say about it. I like that it has like the 2-phase, kind of the 2-wave system where it gets a little bit harder in the second wave with an additional rule, and then also you'll have different colored cards attacking you, so you have to be a bit more mindful about your defenders and what you use for single attacks and doing double attacks, and then if they hit you with that extra little bonus because they get worse in the second wave is a pretty interesting idea. But overall, I mean, this is a unique game. I like it. It's definitely not one of my favorite Isoludos. I would say, you know, I still like Loop the Loop better. That's gonna be hard for that one to be beat, but I think this one is worth checking out and giving a try because it's a fun little alien defense game. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll see you.